Oh boy. Man, I'll tell you, in a sea of red, there's still hope for this crypto market? Maybe? Hey everyone, welcome back to another crypto video. Yeah, we're still making these things, even though, have you seen the markets lately? We are below $300 billion. I think the highest we got to was almost $1 trillion, so we're something like 70% down from our all-time high. So we're talking about a few things. A lot of people are selling, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Tax season's here. Maybe they need to sell in order to pay for all the day trading they did. They didn't really understand how it worked, and they got to pay the tax man. That's reasonable. They have real life problems they got to deal with, and they overinvested, and they got to sell. Same with that. The problem with the crypto market. Actually, there's a lot of problems with the crypto market. It's very young. The average age of a crypto investor, I'm sure, is going to be a lot less than the average age of someone who has a mutual fund. And therein lies a problem. People who have mutual funds or trade stocks, they have 30 years, 20 years experience, and there's a whole lot of sound advice out there, and there's a lot of proven methods that work. And with the crypto market being so new, and the reason why the crypto market is new, let's take Ethereum for example. Ethereum has the average transactions is 10 to 15 per second, where Visa is somewhere at 100,000. And so that's a huge problem. You can't have a network that is that slow, basically try to compete with something that is magnitudes, hundreds of magnitudes, not hundreds of magnitudes, but magnitudes greater than a new innovation. And of course with Plasma and RAID and things like that, we're going to try and, basically catch up. The money that flowed into the market was too quick, and it outpaced the development speed. And so I'm going to talk about a couple things that you can kind of think about. Let's say, for example, that you sold out. A lot of people just sold all their coins, and they're hoping that it'll dip even further, or they think it'll dip further, and then they'll buy back in again. So the problem that a lot of people had is they chased the short-term gains. All they did was look at technical analysis. They said, hey, look, it's a cup and a handle, pattern forming, let's buy in, or let's sell, or let's do this. I don't really understand the technicals. I don't really believe in it. The problem people had was they aren't really researching what they're buying into. Why hold a coin that is just inherently better than this other coin, but this other coin can give you 10 times returns in, let's say, a week? There's no real reason to hold this coin if this other coin that is better just moves sideways, doesn't move. And the problem is everyone chases short-term gains. And you know what? It's like I said, it's so early. A lot of these coins, you need to wait 5-10 years for really to see the payoff. And that's the problem, is that the money flowed in so quickly, didn't keep up with the development speed, and real life happened. People took loans out, this and that, and people sold. People are scared, And I'm not really exactly here to tell you, be greedy where others are fearful. That's a whole load of bullshit. I actually shouldn't say that. It's not exactly bullshit, but it might not apply to you. So if you're thinking about investing again, something like spend 90% of your time. Literally, if you spend an hour a week on crypto, spend like 45-50 minutes of it just researching a few coins that you like. Build your portfolio, and make it diverse. And crypto shouldn't be the only thing that you have. Most of my money personally is not in crypto. Crypto is just a fun thing, to just toss some money in because it is so volatile. You don't want to have the majority of your money into crypto. Mutual funds work fine. All right, so finally, the last thing we're going to talk about is learning from your mistakes. I mean, we've all probably made bad investment choices in crypto. Maybe you have this one coin that you like, but you saw this other coin was starting to rise, so you sold this coin and went into this other coin. Maybe you got some FOMO. You wanted to, ride the gains up. And maybe after that happened, you didn't really, after fees and all taxes and all that, you actually didn't make a lot of money. The key is you have to learn. This is a learning process for a lot of us, including me. A lot of us are new to this kind of investing, and so you need to do your research. Look at how other people have made mistakes, and don't do what they did. I always say do your own research, but it helps to look at other outside perspective. People who may have more knowledge than you, people who have more experience than you, people who have been invested in the crypto space for longer than you, you know. And the final thing I have to say is, man, don't let it take over your life. It's really not all that worth it. You know, you shouldn't be staring at charts for 6 hours a day. You shouldn't be over investing. You shouldn't be just constantly looking at what the crypto charts are doing. You know, go out and enjoy your life. You know, go exercise, go do this and that. It honestly should be something that's just kind of fun, something that you actually enjoy learning about. You like the technology, you like to research about it. I know, so that's really all I had to say is, man, it's pretty bad. There's a ton of red, and you know what? It could go lower. So again, don't overinvest. If you understand the technology, if you really look into what you're investing, it'll make times like this feel a little bit better. Maybe you'll see it as an opportunity to buy in a little bit more. I really think personally that Ethereum is really going to be a pillar of the future. I think it's going to be part of a new economy. And you know what? This is super, super early. And I think we'll see this as a lesson in a few years down the road as something that we can learn from. And, you know, those of us that were indeed greedy when others were fearful may have paid off. Or it could all be a sham and it could go to zero.